and welcome to Living with the Landspeeder, where we Star Warsify Disney parks one attraction at a time. This is chapter 35, if you can believe that. I'm your host, Ryan, joined by my good pal, Katrin, and my other good pal, Derek. How are you guys doing tonight?
Great.
We are back.
And better than ever.
Again.
We took a couple weeks off, right?
Yeah. Sabbatical. No.
I'm like busy I've got 2 weeks until this Star Cruiser convention, Halcycon, and I'm a vendor at it. So I'm sitting here like making crystals as we do it. So I would say you could watch me making crystals, but you'll probably just watch the top of my head tonight, which, might be my best side. But you have these other two lovely faces to look at. If you're not looking at me, if you're on YouTube, if you're listening, hey, it doesn't really matter because you don't see us anyways. But
yeah.
If you're on
YouTube radio.
But you should watch.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can see our cool rooms.
Yeah. True story.
You do like room tours. Not right now. Mine's a mess.
Cribs.
Star Wars cribs.
Living with the Landspeeder.
Yes.
Cribs. I don't know. Anyways. All right. We are doing something different tonight.
We are?
What?
We're going to a different kind of Disney park that's in Disney World. It's still in Disney World, but we haven't been to this park before. We're taking a journey to Typhoon Lagoon.
Oh, they're going to say Journey to Imagination.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. I did the wrong one.
Oh, yeah. We're going to a water park, just in time for fall.
Hey, this is evergreen.
I mean, it is hurricane season.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And they're getting ready to close Typhoon Lagoon to open up Blizzard Beach because they don't keep them open at the same time to save money because they're a little cheap. This happened post,
Well, if you've been there even since the pandemic and even a little before, they're not very busy.
No.
So I'm all for them only having one at a time. If it means like the staff that they have continues to be the staff.
Yeah, transfers over, which is sort of cool for the staff because it gives them a little variety. Like half the year,
totally,
they're in this tropical paradise, and the other half of the year they're in this weird concrete snow place.
Yeah, variety's the spice of life. So
yeah, but before we get to that, we don't have much news tonight concerning the water park. The big news, it's been said before, but starting in 2025, if you stay at a Disney resort, you get into the
4 days
free.
When on your first day?
On your first day.
Because I think what part of it is getting people in there. Because when people get in there, they're going to buy food and maybe other things, right? Then maybe they rent a cabana or something. I don't know if that's a thing. Then also, you're not talking about a long day either. It's not like you're letting them in. I mean, in most cases, right? Because a lot of people will fly in the day they stay. My family actually comes in the day before and stays at we stay at a Hampton Inn, and then our first day is a park day. Then we check into our hotel. So it's kind of nice to do that because then we don't waste a nice stay at a hotel
that we're not even there for long.
So
yeah.
If we go next year, we could still go that Saturday if we wanted to go. But again, our first day is usually a park day, so I don't know if it'd work for us. But
we used to fly in really early, and we would go straight to the park and be there by 10 a.m. It was amazing, and that was when you had the Magic Express.
Yeah,
it's true. Not anymore.
So they would just take our bags to our room. We didn't have to worry about it. But guess what? We don't have that luxury anymore because
we did the Magic Express once.
We did it every time just to have the bag service.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan because we had small children with us, and
that's your problem, not mine.
The line took like an hour to get on the bus or something.
It can be busy depending on when you go.
And then it took like another 40 minutes to an hour to get to the hotel, and the kids were just done. But it's gone now, so oh well. I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Now I may have one time just cut the line and handed them my bags and then gotten an Uber.
Oh wow! They didn't like that when people did that.
And that's why they don't have it anymore, Derek.
I don't think that's why.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of other reasons why. But that's fine. I'll take it.
They just need
I
to
liked it though.
dim the monorail over there and
It was
done with it.
You get off the plane, your bags are already in the bus or whatever they're going to be on the bus, and you've started your vacation. Like you get to watch the video, and you're on your way, and you're there. Whereas now it's like you take an Uber or whatever you're taking, and it's like you got to drive for a while to get over, and you're just like, hey, we're going to Disney, and then you see the sign, and it's fun, right? But it was a special thing.
I miss Gus, the bus driver. He was also one of the people of Hollywood or whatever. He was one of the actors. He was the police officer.
Oh,
very cool.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. So anytime I'd see him at Hollywood Studios, I go, Gus.
He'd be like,
what?
Who are you?
Who again?
You're ruining it. You're ruining the magic, Derek.
Magic's dead. There's not much more Disney news or Star Wars news right now.
Nope.
We're
Agatha started today.
Yeah.
I liked it. I think first 2 episodes were great.
Not family friendly, just so you know.
Not family friendly.
Don't let your kids watch the show. I'm just gonna put that out there. Don't let them watch it.
Mm-mm.
What if they're 14? It's
I would still say no.
Well, if they're 14, that's fine. Come on, man.
I don't know. It's up to the parent. There's some stuff in it that you may not want your kid to see.
I mean, it's no Deadpool.
Well, yeah,
it's no Aaron Hernandez story that was on my Disney Plus this morning. Don't watch that in public either.
I wouldn't let my kid watch Deadpool either, but that's just me.
I wouldn't let my kids watch Deadpool either, but I don't have kids, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. The only really weird news is they released some still shots of Skeleton Crew.
Mm-hmm.
And of some characters, and then the last still shot is of the kids in the background and Jude Law in the front, and tucked into his belt is a flintlock pistol.
Nice.
So people are like, what?
Well, I mean, we're getting Urkel as a character, so that's good.
Yeah, it's like totally 80s. But I was very surprised about it. I'm like, I guess they're going full pirate Jedi or something with his flintlock pistol. I don't know how that works with the blaster. Maybe it just looks like that.
Yeah,
it's aesthetics.
It's a choice.
It's a galaxy far, far away. We don't know everything about.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be funny if it's like actually a flintlock pistol, and he's like, I thought about having a blaster, but then I saw this thing that I have to reload. Every shot.
Never know.
I mean, Chewie has a crossbow.
But it's
it's true.
I mean, come on.
It would just be funny if it was actually a flintlock.
I mean, we don't know. It could be.
I don't know.
And he goes to shoot somebody, totally misses because it's a flintlock, and then just
explodes in his hand.
Yeah. Like, what are you expecting? But tonight, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm painting little crystals, which I designed these things, and then I realized I have to make a ton of them.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, why did I design it so complicated?
I don't know. You know what we haven't heard much about is the Star Wars Outlaw game. Like we heard a bunch about it beforehand, and I'm not
that.
People have it and played it, right?
Yeah.
No one has yet.
I mean, it's out now, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I haven't played it because for me, like, it looks cool, but why can't we customize the main character? Number one. And two, why is there an open world game that's not online based?
Yeah.
So, like, to me, it's just kind of a wash.
Who made it?
Bethesda, maybe? I can't remember. No,
they were making
EA. If it's EA, then that's why.
I don't think it was EA. I could be wrong, but I think it was.
I don't have it because I don't have a PS4.
Let's Google.
It's well, we can talk. Yeah, at the same time, it's not the Bethesda game. I know that, all right? Because it's supposed to be different, and it would be better.
Ubisoft.
Thank you. Okay, but even then, Ubisoft has done multiplayer games plenty.
Yeah,
who knows?
But it does look nice. I haven't really seen anything about it, so
But I would love to play it, but I don't have a PS5. But in other video,
you can play it on
news,
computer.
Yeah,
on my Mac.
Well, that's
in
your
other video game news, you can play Jedi Survivor on PS4 now.
Yes.
So I may get to play that game at some point, which is cool.
2012 called. They want their console back, Ryan.
I don't have $600 to buy a new console to play one game, because that's what it would be.
What the Xbox Series S is like $300. Come on,
Yeah,
you can get it used.
I'm like a PlayStation guy though.
That's too bad.
Well, you can get an S for under $200. Yeah, you can get a refurbished one for $199 from Microsoft.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, well, somebody get me one.
We bought one for one game. We wanted to play the college football game.
We got, which is just Madden.
It's a little bit.
I always like the college football games better than the Madden games. That's just me.
Yeah,
I always thought they were more fun, and
there's more variety for sure.
Yeah, more variety.
Yeah, 149 teams or something crazy like that. Like, yeah, it's a bunch of teams. 140 teams, maybe.
Nice. So we're going to
Typhoon Lagoon.
Typhoon Lagoon, and we're doing.
Never been.
Yeah. Okay. So I've been there. Ryan, you've been there, and Katrin has not. So I love Typhoon Lagoon. I've been going there since I was a kid, and the last time I went with my wife, and it was her first time going. And they had like food and drink packages. It was great. It was like $50 a person, which is like, that's for Disney, that's pretty cheap. And you got a full meal, you got some like 2 snacks, you got a beach towel, and you got an unlimited soft drinks. And they have those stations all over that park. So $50.
So how does that work? Do they have a place where you can sit for 45 minutes after you eat all that food before you get in the pool?
Yeah, everywhere. There's beach chairs all over.
There's people timing you.
Required.
Yeah, you're being timed.
You're gonna have to wait 5 more minutes.
I think Mythbusters, busted that myth.
It's been a long time since I've been. The last time I went there, it was actually for, I think it was a DVC event.
Mm-hmm.
And I went with Tim and Jen Tracker.
Yeah.
Yep. And we had a fun time because there was not many people there, and we could just hop on everything.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. And it was at nighttime, so you didn't have to worry about getting a sunburn. So that was cool. I don't know. I'm trying to remember if they still had the shark reef then, or it may have been gone by then. That was always fun.
That was so cool.
Yeah, now it's this
pretty inhumane, but
yeah, they still have it at Alani. You can do that same thing at Alani, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that was fun.
They have one of those experiences here in Des Moines that just opened, and the first month, one of the sharks bit somebody.
Oh,
that's good.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
Way to bring it down there.
I've been
put your hand in a shark tank.
I've been by Typhoon Lagoon because I've played putt-putt. But
yeah.
Right? And then
no, that's Blizzard Beach.
That's Blizzard Beach.
There's one over. There's one by Typhoon Lagoon too. Maybe not.
It's like
there's a Christmas one. Where is it?
That's Blizzard Beach.
That's Blizzard Beach.
Blizzard Beach. Okay, sorry. I've been to that one then.
So yeah, but it's fun. I forget when Typhoon Lagoon opened. Before that, they had River Country, but that closed down because of
brain-eating bacteria.
Yeah.
That was on that island.
No.
Or no. That's Discovery Island. That's something different.
Yeah.
Sorry, Samsonite. I was way off.
River Country was they're currently, I think, building DVC cabins there, or they have built DVC cabins where it was. I wouldn't recommend going in the water still. There, Discovery Island still sits empty, like the island of Dr. Monroe. Monroe, or whatever it was. Which is, there was that video of the dude that snuck on.
Oh, there's a lot of those.
Yeah, and he lived there for a little while. But then got caught, but he swam out there.
Why do they care?
I'm just like, and he said that
he didn't get taken down by an alligator.
I know, he found like jars of like animals, like snakes and stuff in jars and all kinds of weird stuff. Yeah,
weird.
Originally, we're getting way off the subject. That was what Walt Disney said he wanted Tom Sawyer Island to be. Discover Island. He wanted that to be the Tom Sawyer Island. That was the original plan. But of course that didn't happen, and now we won't have Tom Sawyer Island at all soon at Disney World. Aw.
Let's go to Disneyland. It's fine. It's still there. It'll be fine.
For now.
But anyways, back to Typhoon Lagoon. Yes, I remember visiting. I think I like that one the best of the two water parks.
They're both cool. They both have their things.
I love huge wave pools, and they have a good one.
They do, and their lazy river's really good.
Oh yeah, that was my dream job.
Sitting in a lazy river.
Yes, because one time we were there and we were floating around, and there was this old guy just in one of the tubes sitting there with a camera, and I'm like, "Hey man, what? Do you just sit here all day?" He goes, "Yeah, I just sit here all day and take pictures of people for photo pass."
Oh, I was like,
He goes, "I retired and they offered me this job, so I just lay in the lazy river all day long and do photo pass." And I'm like, "That's the best.
That is ever. The dream." I always said I never wanted a pool, but I want a lazy river.
Oh, me too.
I want a moat around my house that's a lazy river. But I digress.
All about that.
So what ride are we doing?
We are doing
look at that.
Crush N Gusher
Crush N Gusher.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Crush from Finding Nemo.
No.
Oh.
And Gusher's not from
the wrong
Finding
thing, man.
Yeah. This ride is based on a fruit canning plant.
Mm-hmm.
So basically it's a cannery that they would can fruit. So when you go up, there's signs for different lines, and the different lines are named after different fruit, and that supposedly is the line for that fruit to be canned in. And I don't know why, but I guess you're supposed to be like a can of fruit going down. But this was the first water coaster for Disney.
Yeah.
So basically you go, it's not just going down a water slide, it shoots you up and then back down just like a roller coaster, and you're like on tracks, like not tracks, but like roller things that like shoot you up back down. So it's not just straight down, you go all over the place, and you're in a tube. You could be in a 1-person tube or a 2-person tube.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And you have to carry it all the way to the top from the bottom. That's the one thing that people don't like. Yeah. But I encourage you to watch a video on YouTube if you haven't been on it, because it's a pretty fun ride. We were there right after it first opened, and my wife and I, who I'm much larger than my wife. I'm 6 foot tall. I don't know how much I weighed then. She's like 5'1".
She's like 5 foot.
Yeah.
5'0".
So I'm like
5 foot -1.
She's bigger.
Back then I was like, probably like 180 or 190. I don't know what it was. Now I'm like 200 ounces.
Aren't we all?
Pounds.
No,
and she's little, she was like 90 pounds or something. So we got up there with our tube and we rode it down once. I was in the back of the two-person tube, and she was in the front. No problems.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. And we're like, let's do it again. So we get back in line, go back up. And we think they started a rule because of us. This time I'm like, I'll ride in the front. You ride in the back. So we come down this roller coaster type thing, and when we hit the bottom, it was I was like a catapult, and I catapulted her out of the tube over my head through the air and into the water.
Nice.
Perfect.
And the lady,
what's the problem?
The lifeguard at the bottom was like, I think the heavier person's supposed to sit in the back. And I'm like, well, they didn't tell us. So she had like 2 times the ride because she got to fly through the air at the end.
Sounds great.
Bonus. Yeah.
So I encourage you, if nobody tells you otherwise, do that. Put the heavier person up front.
Do it.
Because it is a blast. But it's fun. But tonight we're StarWarsifying it.
Is that what we do?
That's what we do. That's where we take a ride or an attraction and we turn it into a Star Wars attraction. And tonight we're going to the water park to turn this bad boy into something Star Wars. So who wants to go first?
Man. I'll go.
Oh, yeah.
Why not? The guy that has never ridden it.
Yeah, this should be interesting.
So there's just one tube, right? Or are there two tubes? Did you say there's two tubes?
There's a single rider or double rider.
Okay. That's okay. I'll just pretend there's one.
Well, you can do either one.
It doesn't matter.
Either one. It's fine. You can change it. You can change it.
Mine is 3 different rides, so it can work. All right.
What?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. It's interesting. So
carousel, it's a teacups.
What?
It's a helmet.
There's this helmet you sit in, and then you just go down.
I love it.
So I thought it would be cool to have screens inside of the tube, which probably is similar to everybody else's idea. But I thought, wouldn't it be cool if it was different things based on the boat that you picked? Like, what if you picked up a boat and it looked like kind of like the Millennium Falcon, and you got in it, and it was like a ride where you're riding through space, or like through the spice mines or something, like it's the Kessel Run or something, and you're escaping I guess TIE fighters or whatever flying through as well, and it looks like you're going through this tunnel, and you see on the screens you would see like these ships going past you and maybe shooting at you, and your sounds and everything, and you're just kind of going up and down, so it's like you're riding through that. And then like another one could be, I try to think of other water things as well. So like Camino, you're at the cloning facility, right? And maybe you're just going down through the water, and we don't know if there's animals there, but maybe there's like some sea creatures there that we've never seen. I don't know.
In Camino?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's creatures that jump out of the water and stuff.
There you go. Yeah. So there's those things are flying around, but that, again, you would select that specific boat for that, or maybe they give it to you. You're like, oh, I'm going to ride this one, and it looks like an escape pod or something like that. Maybe you're escaping Camino. I don't know. And then the other one I thought of was maybe in Naboo, but you're going through like a Gungan type thing where you're going through the bubble world or bubble city, whatever they call it, and you're seeing that on the sides, and you hear Jar Jar, whoa, you go up and down or something. But I did look up what that name of that vehicle was, the submarine. It was a Gungan Bongo submarine.
Bongo.
So that's my ride.
So it's almost like a Star Tours in a water slide.
That's a good way to put it.
Water.
I kind of thought about that thing doing with like the different ships as tubes, and that would work because they've got so many RFID readers and different things like that, where the second you get placed on, it would just change it. Yeah. I think that would be awesome. That more immersive stuff.
Yes, and
I like it,
right? Because that was one of the things when I watched the video, the guy wrote it 3 or 4 times. I was like, okay. I mean, he had to make content because this ride is pretty short, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, how cool would it be? Is like if every time you wrote it, you did something different. So
yeah.
Yes, RDF. I have it on here. RFID chip. You read my page apparently.
Great nerds think alike.
That's right.
I love it. Or geeks, even better. I'll go next because I also did a 3 ride thing, but I did it with each different slide. Since there's 3 different slides there, they're kind of different intensities. But I'm gonna make this a little bit different. This is the Death Star Descent, and the same thing where you get a special tube, but this time there's 3 tubes. Okay, just like yours, but each tube stays in a certain line. So your first tube is an X-wing. Okay, nice. Your next tube is your TIE fighter, and your final tube is Darth Vader's ship. his little TIE fighter type thing. So as you're going through, you're actually set on this course with the other 2 tubes, and you're going through in the same kind of thing where they have the interactive screens, and we know they can do this because they've done it on the cruise ship. The Disney cruise ship has their water slide coaster thing, and there's screens in it. So you're going through and it looks like you're flying into the trenches and there's lasers shooting and there's turrets all around you. And then you go down and you splash in, and that's when the Death Star explodes.
Cool.
There's an explosion that happens. It's the splash, and then you hear, yeah.
And I think the great thing about this versus just what they have now is like you do Crush and Gusher, and yeah, you want to do all three, but there's no real incentive to do all three other than like this one's a little bit more intense, this one's not. Versus what Katrin and I have already said is this is 3 experiences now.
Mm-hmm.
And so now you're eating up even more lines and stuff where, oh, I got to go back on that because I want to ride the TIE fighter now, or I want to do the X-Wing, or I want to be Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
So that was I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like you said, the technology should be easy enough for them to do, right? The tube is perfectly built for that because it's a lot of tube. There's some open air parts of it, but you still could have all of that interactive, maybe not interactive, but visual type things very quickly.
And they could close in all of it too. It wouldn't have to be open air.
That's true.
This is our ride.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do what we want to do with it. No one can tell us otherwise.
No.
The one thing I didn't think about was the ascent up to where, you're bringing your raft up there or whatever, what it would look like. I guess it depends on what.
See, what I want it to be like, they're up there now. Like they've got a system that gets them up there, and it's almost like you're in the hangar at the Death Star, or you're in the hangar of one of the Rebel ships where like you're launched out. So like your tube comes down, and then you get in it. And I mean, they could do it. It's Disney. They do some really crazy stuff.
Yeah, they need a system to like pull it up for you, so you don't have to drag it up there.
They have. I mean, some water parks have those.
Yeah,
it's like this conveyor belt.
Right,
makes it up. But Disney's
it's just like
cheap.
at ski resorts with tube hills.
Yeah,
conveyor belt system or something, or like an elevator, or like it lifts them up, and it's like one of those like conveyor belts that has like it'll have like shelves on it, and it picks it up and then drops it. Be perfect.
I'm trying to think of
we figured it out for them.
I mean, I've been to water parks that have those. I'm trying to think if Blizzard Beach has one of those.
Or you could do like a grabber that picks you up and puts you up to the top of it. How it holds the X-wings and the
claw.
Yeah. The claw.
I've been chosen.
Yes.
All right. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Are you ready?
Mine does not have screens.
Oh, well, that's lame.
But I gave a little hint earlier what mine is based off of.
Kyber crystals.
No, actually it's not. It's from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order game. There is a scene in that game where Cal Kestis goes to Kashyyyk. So I'm thinking, the Florida environment, Kashyyyk, sort of and it's called the River of Origin that he sort of crashes into.
Of what?
River of Origin?
Oh, okay. That's what I heard.
Oh no. Somebody's been watching too much Agatha all along. Anyways, River of Origin. And this scene, if you haven't played the game, it's really cool. He encounters in this river these it depends on what area you're from. AT-ATs, AT-ATs, whatever you want to call them. So we're going to transform where you walk up into a giant AT-AT, ATT, whatever.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because part of the game is when he's running into the river and he jumps on one and it's got these vines hanging all over it and he crawls up the vines. So the stairs will lead up and you'll start at the top just like he does in the game. And then you'll escape down with the roller coaster slide. And then we'll have little animatronics of why did I just do that?
Oh.
I just had one of those. My brain just went away. His droid. Why did I just forget his droid's name?
BD1?
BD1. I kept wanting to say BB8, and I'm like, that's not right. He's sitting right here staring at me, too. Come on, dude. Just tell me your name. BD1 is going to be, you'll see him, like, animatronics of him throughout the ride, like, talking to you. And beeping and booping at you and stuff. And so it's basically going to be the same ride, but it's going to be transformed into this giant AT-AT instead of this cannery place, if that makes sense. So you'll have the vines hanging all over it. You'll go up with your tubes, because the Empire still makes you carry your tubes.
No.
But I thought that would be sort of cool, like a giant AT-AT.
Oh, I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And it fits with the really industrial look that's going on over there too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I thought you were going to go a different route though with that game in Kashyyyk. Well, first you could have used that game in the very first scene where you're sliding down all the metal. But then in Kashyyyk, and actually in a few different places, you do a lot of sliding. You got to jump timed and things
but
like
I thought
that.
a giant AT-AT would be really cool.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
Towering over you, and you get to walk up in it. So when you get
I
up
will
there,
never turn down a giant.
Yeah, when you get up there, you're inside of it. So
if you couldn't tell, I will never turn down giant AT-AT. I've got one there. I've got one there. I've got two over here.
Yeah, because at Hollywood Studios, you can see it. It's there at Star Tours, but you can't go up in it. But this one, you get to go up inside of it. The cannons could still be water cannons. They could be shooting water out of them.
Yeah, you could shoot at other people.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Be cool. Yeah.
That'd be really neat.
But yeah.
You know, it'd be really neat if you could go in the AT-ATs in Rise of the Resistance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I would love that.
But you can't. They're not real.
Oh, don't ruin
Not with that attitude, you can't.
Jeez.
They're real up here, and they're real in here, Ryan. In here. It's real to me.
Have you guys watched the new Lego Star Wars show? I should have talked about that.
I haven't yet, so don't spoil
I'm not going to give you spoilers, but it is so much fun. Good. I encourage everybody to watch it, whether you're a kid or adult or whatever. I haven't finished it. We still have one. There's only 4 episodes of it. We have 1 episode left, but the kids and I have had a blast with it. It's just really fun.
I heard it was amazing. And then Ahmad Best, or whatever his name is, the guy
Ahmad Best.
Yeah. He is raving over. He's like, I had so much fun. This is what I always wanted them to do with Jar Jar. And I'm like, this was in talks, wasn't it? Darth Jar Jar was a thing.
I mean, he is now. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but he was. We've all heard the line from George Lucas. Come on.
Yeah. But yeah, I encourage you guys to watch that show. Some people said, wow, this little Lego show is way better than the Acolyte.
And that's
like the
setting
story.
The bar low.
Because the story is like really fun. It's like a really good story. It's really cool. To me, watching it, because that Marvel did What If. So this is sort of the Star Wars version of What If.
Yes.
And I like it a lot better than the Marvel What If.
They got boring after like 2.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched half of them.
It's fun. It's kid friendly. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's some one-liners in there that if you're a fan of the original movies, you're gonna just laugh out loud when they pop up, these one-liners.
Well, good.
But yeah, make sure you watch it and watch it before it gets spoiled. I mean, it's just 4 episodes. They're like 20-something minutes a piece. So you can knock them out.
And that whole franchise, the Lego Star Wars, is just, they're fantastic. They're so funny. They do such a great job with them. And they're nothing more than just having fun. And I think that's what Star Wars has been missing for so long.
Yeah, these are very fun. And there's some twists and stuff they do with the What If sort of style of it that is just hilarious. It's just so funny. So funny. So yeah, so you watch that. I think, our first night in the water park was a success. I liked all 3.
Yeah.
I think they're fun. I would love a Star Wars water park.
That would be so great. They could do so much with it. And then have different lands in it. Yeah. Hey, we could do that. Like, what would a Disney Star Wars water park look like?
Yeah. Well, we're going to... The Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach are technically parks at Walt Disney World. So they fit in with our little rules right now.
Of course.
So, and we can bend the rules. It's fine. It's our game.
We'll bring you more. We may do miniature golf. They have miniature golf courses, as Keiko mentioned. We may go to Disney Springs. Yeah. We're gonna
Star Warsify Wine Bar George. Really, all it is Derek is just gonna drink all night until he thinks he's Darth Vader. Won't be the first time. Definitely not gonna be the last time.
But there we
hear
go.
My Yoda impression after a few of those. So it's great.
You should hear my Watto impression when I haven't drank anything.
Oh boy, here we go. You got to do it now. You have to.
Hey, it's me, Watto.
It's me, Watto.
No, I don't take credits, only money. It gets worse and worse as long as
it does.
It does.
I didn't think that was possible, but you nailed it.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. See, it turns into Mickey Mouse at the end. This is where it always goes.
That's okay.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Can you do Mickey Mouse without saying "oh boy"?
No, that's all I can do.
Yeah,
I can't.
I don't think anyone can do his voice unless they
boy.
start. Oh boy. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm your pal Mickey. Let's see. I can only do a boy.
Oh, yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, I can only. I mean, I'll tell you from the beginning at the start. I can only do a boy and the laugh, and that's it. But I don't think I could do the laugh unless I do a boy.
Try it.
No,
that wasn't bad. No, that was much better than Watto.
Oh yeah, well, Watto, I just lean into it now to make it just as bad as it can be.
Oh.
Anyways, so I'm trying to think here. Next week is technically an iamGEEK week, right?
Yes.
Sure.
And then the next week I'll be gone.
Oh my!
I will be in Orlando
forever.
Oh. Yeah, what?
Don't say that.
But it's got depressing all of a sudden.
Thanks.
I'll be gone.
I'll be in Orlando at Halcycon.
The
first Galactic Star Cruiser convention, and my first time being a vendor at a convention.
Man.
Which is I'm sure I'm gonna have stories to tell. Yes. I'll be sitting at a table while everybody's
all the influencers will ask you for free stuff. Get excited.
They don't get
I could totally review these if you send me like all of them for free.
Don't
ask me how I know that.
Well,
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping I just sell out.
You will. I know you will.
I'm hoping I sell out the first day, and then the rest of the time, I'm just like,
hey, everybody.
Hang and chill.
Hey, everybody.
I will say that
it's a me, Watto.
It's a me.
It'd be great if you could get the outfit like the guy on the George Lucas show.
Oh, gosh.
It's so good.
I will say,
crystals.
Yeah, I haven't got
crystals.
as many crystals made as I want to get made, so I'm still trying to selling my crystals.
You have to get a little Italian accent. Come on, buy my crystals.
I was gonna do Smeagol. I'm laughing too hard. I can't do it. Crystals? What are my crystals?
If for some reason you do want Kyber Crystals and you have a Savi's lightsaber, check out iamGEEK shop. Yeah.
Even if you don't
on
have
Etsy.
A lightsaber.
All one word, iamGEEK shop squished together. That way you can find it.
Mm-hmm.
I've got some stands. I've got some other stuff coming to the store, maybe. So check it out. And then if you're going to Halcycon and you're a listener, I can't wait to see you there. It's sold out.
And if you're not a listener, it's not like you're gonna know.
Yeah, you're not gonna know. Wow, I will be doing. This is gonna be weird. A live episode of Living with the Landspeeder at Halcycon without you guys.
Who approved this?
So the people in charge, I'm like, hey, it'd be cool to do a live episode of Living with the Landspeeder. They're like, yeah, that'd be cool. Well, guess who's on schedule?
What are you doing? What attraction?
We're re-StarWarsifying the Galactic Star Cruiser.
Oh, okay, good. That's fine.
Yeah. And so they put me on it. Like there was a poll, like everybody that's going got to vote on what was going to be there, and I was voted into it, I guess.
There you go.
Whoa.
And then I said, my co-hosts won't be there, and they're like, "Oh, we'll get you some people." So it's 2 weeks away, and I don't know who's on the panel with me, but I think Patrick, that's been on here before.
Oh yeah,
our good pal. I think Patrick's going to be on it with me, and maybe some other people that I know. But supposedly they're getting me people to be on the panel, but I don't know. And the schedule comes out tomorrow, so we'll see if I open it up and it's like. Da-da-da-da. I will also be on a makers panel, that's all about making Star Wars props and stuff and product, and so I'm going to be on that panel. So if you're going to be there, you can hear me on the makers panel. You can see a live version of Live with the Landspeeder. I should just like FaceTime you guys or something.
I mean, this technology that we use for this is very possible.
Yeah. I wonder if I could.
No, I'm offended already, so it's fine.
Well, if you remember long ago, I asked if you guys wanted to go, and you guys said you couldn't go.
We can't go, but it's not like that we couldn't do the show.
No, but if I can if they have the technology there.
No, that ship has sailed.
Okay, I'll get some other people, and I'll name one Derek and one Katrin.
Katrin and I are offended.
No,
we didn't get to experience it, and we're just an afterthought. And we are the third wheel.
Second and third.
On a unicycle.
If the listeners want you guys on live,
no,
we can figure it out. Okay, fine. I mean, easier on me. All
right, this episode's been 3 minutes.
Anyways, but yeah, so I'll find out tomorrow when that panel is.
Now that'll be cool. And I always love listening. Like if I'm not on an episode, I'm genuinely a fan of our show too. Oh. So I'm always like, oh wow, I wonder what these guys are gonna do if I'm not on there.
It would be cool to get you guys on there. I don't know.
I don't think I can do it.
I don't want to.
What if it's like at nighttime when we usually do it?
My feelings are hurt.
Yeah. I'll actually be out of town.
Oh, you'll be out of town too?
Yeah.
I'll be in Arkansas. So
yeah, I'll be out of town too.
So our next episode will be of Living with Landspeeder. I'm sure I'll talk about everything that happened at Halcycon.
Yeah, recap.
And we'll do a attraction.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what.
Yes.
Who knows? Who knows? I don't know if I will record the live show there. Probably won't.
No. I'll try.
But you can go back and listen because I think we already did Warsifying.
That's right.
Star Cruiser.
I can repost Frozen because it for some reason is not well, I know why it's not posted right now, but I can repost it for that week.
Oh, he had to take all the curse words out of it.
I did. I had to go through and take all the curse words.
Derek. His face.
I think we had a guest that time, and they were. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't bad. I just hit the wrong button one day, and it messed up our order. So I'll repost it. It was actually one of the higher number of listens too. So
you're like, this one has too many listens. Taking it down.
Take it down. We're done.
All right. Well, thank you for listening, for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe and hit that
bell icon. Thumbs up, bell icon. Do all the things.
All the things. Mm-hmm. And if you're listening, 5 stars. It's always fun. We love them. I will see you next time as we Star Warsify a different attraction.
Something else
at Walt Disney World.
Bye-bye.
Bye.